So I replayed Saints Row 2 a couple days ago, and I just wanted to make this quick video talking about the things I love the most about Saints Row 2. So the first thing is the entire setting in Stillwater. I mean, Saints Row 2 really has that old gangster aesthetic, which Saints Row originally was all about before it got more poppy, I guess. But either way, it adds more authenticity and realism, kinda. And it contrasts very well with the story, since the entire concept of street gang warfare is very dark and very violent, and it pairs up with the comedic effect of Saints Row 2 very well.
Anyone hit and need a lawyer?
Obviously the characters in Saints Row 2, I love them too, but hands down, Pierce has to be my favorite fucking character, man. He's so unintentionally funny, and the way he just gets thrown under the bus whenever he tries to help is just really hilarious.
You hear? Mero's got a shit ton of ammo stashed in the...
Tell me something I don't know. Shandy, fill me in.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm the one who told Shandy about it.
There's the gangs too. I feel like the gangs are a very big part of what makes Saints Row 2 stand out. Because the Ronin, the Sons of Samedi, and the Brotherhood, they're all sick fucking gangs. I mean, the Sons of Samedi are my favorites aesthetically, but the Brotherhood definitely has the best story out of them all.
How about you, bitch? You gonna scream?
It's like a promising alliance between the Brotherhood turned to probably the Saints' biggest rivals and most threatening counterpart. And it all happens because of a deal gone wrong. Basically the Brotherhood lowballing the Saints by like offering them 20% on a deal or something. And from that point on, you really get to see Mero's character development when he does not get it how he wants it, and when everything crumbles around him. And I loved it because it was more so taking down the Brotherhood out of revenge, because during the beginning it's more like, you're trying to lowball me, fuck you, I'm gonna fuck with you and your crew, right? But it got much more personal after they pretty much killed off Carlos. And Carlos's death in itself is one of my favorite parts of the game, not because I wanted him to die, but because it's such a strong moment. Because Carlos is the first person you meet in Saints Row 2, and he's this character who has like a lot of hopes for the Saints, and he really wants to prove himself as a worthy member. And he gets killed off way too soon, and in like the most gruesome way possible, being chained to the back of a truck and dragged down the street on a high-speed chase with the Saints. And the way the boss has to finish off Carlos to sort of put him out of his misery, I feel like that's a moment of impact for the main character you're playing as. And I feel like that just really intensifies it a lot more, because the way the boss takes out the remainder of the lieutenants of the Brotherhood is just fucking sick, in both a good and a bad way, right? It's both epic and it's also gruesome, and that's why I fucking loved the Brotherhood. And aside all of that, the comedy and the goofiness of Saints Row is obviously one of my favorite parts, because it's this great balance of being serious when it has to and being goofy when it has to, even though it's slightly more goofy, I guess, in my opinion. But like the voice acting and the character creation is great, because you can just turn it into whatever the fuck you want. I had like this Asian guy with a British accent with this menacing grin on his face the entire time, just makes it a lot more funny. And the radio advertisements are just hilarious. They never fail to crack me up.
Hey there, players. Tired of looking whack? Then get yo ass down to Bling Bling and you'll look dope in no time. Maybe you want to buy something nice for your hoe. After a visit to Bling Bling, she'll be the envy of every bitch in the hood.
You know, the store names like Rim Jobs, like Image as Designed or Friendly Fire, all those were hilarious. And you know, it ties back to the character interactions with, you know, Pierce obviously, but you also have the small interactions with Johnny Gat, for example, which, you know, the game is very horrifying in itself because of gang warfare, but it has its wholesome moments, I guess, in conversation. And so it's this balance between lightheartedness and brutality that I really love, because it's a great contrast between chaos and love, I guess, because, you know, the gang, the Saints, they love each other, right? They're brothers and sisters, and that's also a thing I love. It's that the gangs all have camaraderie, and they really leave their imprint, and I feel like that's why they're so beloved in comparison to like the luchadores or the syndicates. The last and final thing is the music. Now Saints Row 2 put me on a lot of different music, but when I played it for the first time, I was, you know, too young to have the mental capacity to figure out the names of the songs or the bands. But Saints Row 2 had me listening to like Paramore and Apache and the Black Dahlia Murder and Avenged Sevenfold. And I swear to God, the funniest thing is just cruising down the street, causing havoc, listening to easy music radio. That's gotta be one of my favorite parts of Saints Row. Especially when you're doing shit like trailblazing. That just makes it a whole lot better, dude. But other than that, that's pretty much my very short video on what I loved about Saints Row 2, and you know, how I feel about Saints Row 2 now in 2024. I definitely want to replay Saints Row 3 and 4, and I definitely want to play Saints Row 1. I don't know if I want to play the newest one, but you know, I guess I'll have to try it before I judge it. So other than that, that's my video on what I loved about Saints Row 2, and I'll catch you later.
Damn. I've been looking all over for you. We got a serious... Damn, those some nice shoes.